Don't forget to check out my Patreon where we have exclusive videos, link in description. We are doing NCT World 2.0, NCT Dream Mental Camping, Level Up Project, all seasons, Blackpink House, Twice TV, 16. We had Kingdom, Knowing Bros, Running Man, K-Dramas, and Hypen, GOT7, 17, and so much more. So link in description down below. Hey guys, Angie here, and today we have my maybe second Q&A I've done on this channel. If not, then it was my old channel that I did my Q&A on. But I got about 20 comments. I don't know if there's multiple questions in each comment, but we'll say like 20 questions or so. Just a quick little video I wanted to do just for fun. Hello. But yeah, today is the day. I saw it coming, but people were giving me hope, and I did not want that hope. And then people were like, no, maybe you should just have a little bit of hope. No, Soojin got kicked out of Idol. I don't understand why they took so long. It's been over 100 days. I think almost, not, maybe like 200 days? I don't remember. I saw a tweet literally yesterday. I was like, let me see if anything's been updated about Soojin. Ironically, the next day, gone. I think it's like 100 and something days, because Hyunjin was 100 and something days. And so Hyunjin came back from Stray Kids, and I was like, oh, okay, some hope there that Soojin will come back. I should have stuck with my gut. I shouldn't have gotten my hopes up. I'm hurt. I'm upset. It doesn't make sense. I hate life. I'm just sad. Very sad. I actually almost cried, but I think because I am now used to being disappointed in K-pop, I'm used to people not coming back. So I'm having abandonment issues, that it kind of made me a little numb to it. I definitely, if it was like last year, I would have cried, but one of my favorite idols is gone, so I hope she goes solo. I hope she does a Wonho, pieces out and goes solo. I think this is a huge mistake. I will be honest here and say I will react to Idol, but I'll be less hyped when I do, because she was not only is she my bias, but she's besides Soyeon, I feel like she was the next in line of like being that person, the it girl of the group. Like she's like Wonho of Monsta X, like not the main or anything, but one of those people that draws attention to the group, and taking her away takes a lot away from that. So I will still react because I like all the other girls too, especially Shuha, yeah, Shuha, and Minnie and Yuki. So yeah, like I like the other girls, so it's not that. It's just I'm just gonna be sad now because this is my first bias that left as well, so it really hurt me. I'm just sad. I'm so sad. But let's just hop into the questions. One sec. Okay, so I haven't read the questions, which is one, a good thing, because then I can just answer off the top of my head, but two, a bad thing because I'm answering off the top of my head. So I don't want to edit this at all. I wanted to just uncut, you know, but I'm probably gonna have to edit because I'm probably gonna have to sit here and think, or I'll just pause it while I'm thinking. But alright, the most recent question, rank top 10 idols that you like but are not your bias. Does bias record count? Does that count? Dang, this is one of those questions I'm gonna have to think about. Just roam around the room. Kai from EXO. He's not my bias, nor is he really my bias record either, but especially his recent album made me really, you know. Oh, this is actually kind of easy. Taemin, he's not my bias or not my bias record in SHINee, but once again, that solo content. Johnny from NCT. Solar from Mamamoo. Yadam from Treasure. Like when he goes solo, I can see myself loving his music. Everyone in 17, like everyone in 17 has at least bias struck me, even if it's not like continuous. every member has at some point in a comeback taken over a bit. Right now it's kind of Dino and Wonu and Vernon, but I guess Vernon's low-key a bias wrecker, so yeah. Jimin from BTS, he's not my bias or my bias wrecker, but he at times will just attack. Nayeon from Twice. Irene from Red Velvet. I'm trying not to do any new groups because I still have to like form my opinions on the members anyways. 10, especially right now, 10 from NCT. A lot of NCT members, to be honest, because it's such a big group. I mean, the questions that I like, but I guess I like everyone. At some point, I attract that person the most. Like, they kind of they attract me, I guess. But, yeah. Jennie from Blackpink. Yeah, because she's not my bias or bias wrecker, so. Alright, 10. I mean, it can be anyone at some point, but yeah. Which group do you think is the next big thing? I think I said this at one point, but I forgot which group it was. Because it depends on what you consider big, and at what point do you consider that time. Like, because I would say Stray Kids, but I think some people would consider them, one, big, and two, maybe they're a little past that date where they would blow, like where you consider blowing up to happen. Like, when does it stop becoming progressive? Because some people would say like BTS blew up, but if you think about when they debuted, they were pretty transitional. Like, they slowly built, and I guess then blew up. But some would say it was a progressive thing because the views would slowly progress. I would consider like BTS. I wouldn't consider BTS to be a blowing up group because it was over the course of time. So I don't know if Stray Kids would count. Purple Kiss. I said Purple Kiss, and I think that's the group I said it. I really think Purple Kiss, if they're managed right, they could be one of the next big girl groups. If you don't know Purple Kiss, check them out because they've only just debuted. They haven't had a comeback yet. I really think their music and their style, I know people like their name, but I think their name, because I think names could make a group not blow up. I like the name and the meaning's cute, but I do think the name might go against them in some way. Let me know what you guys think about that. I've actually looked up some Reddit threads and stuff because I was like, am I the only one who thinks a lot of K-pop group names, one, go against them a lot? Like, can stop, because like, think about the big groups, think about their names. BTS, EXO, Twice. They're very simple, and they're usually numbers or like an acronym. But then there's like Stray Kids, Purple Kiss, Idol. Like, it kind of, I feel like their names aren't that good. They grow on you and hype in. Like, their names aren't very good, but then some people are like, well, BTS is their name's kind of weird, Twice's name's kind of weird. I think they're shorter and it helps more. Like EXO, like, it's such a short name, sweet, to the point, you don't question it. But like, I played a song by TXT and my mom was like, what the hell is that name? I'm like, I'm sorry, I just put TXT. Like, that would have been way better, but whatever. But yeah, I think Purple Kiss, if they can get past the like name, the name can be kind of cool. The name would be a cool rock group name. Like, if there was a band and their name was Purple Kiss, like, that'd be a cool name. But for a K-pop group, I do think it might go against them. But if not, I think they will be the next big thing. Them and OneWe. Now, OneWe is a group where I just kind of hope they become a big thing. I hope they get success. I hope they become the next Day6. Like, I really hope they get that like title of the band group, like, because they're a really cool band. So that's more me hoping they become the next big thing rather than logically being it. But I would say Purple Kiss and OneWe. What is the music genre you like the most, like the one you listen to? And I really like your reactions. Thank you. I know everyone kind of says this, but I really don't have like, I guess besides pop, I just listen to anything. Like my records. Eminem, Bruno Mars. I have records up here. Selena Quintanilla. She's probably only one of the few Spanish artists, like Hispanic artists I listen to. Ariana Grande. Like I'm very much basic. Outside of K-pop, basic girl. Like Harry Styles, Fall Out Boy, Paramore, Melanie Martinez, Taylor Swift, One Direction, 5 Seconds of Summer. Like I often mention artists in a reaction. Like I'd be like, oh, this reminds me of a Conan Gray song. Like Conan Gray, Little Mix. Used to listen to Fifth Harmony. I still do a little bit. Like but I prefer their like before Camila left, I guess, because their most recent album before they disbanded wasn't it for me. Kind of missed the little bit of flavor. I like Camila Cabello. I know a lot of people don't like her, but I like her music. Panic at the Disco. So I guess pop, a little bit of punk, like pop punk. I like R&B, but like I don't like if you name a less popular artist of R&B, I wouldn't know them. So like popular R&B, pop R&B. I like Rihanna, Alicia Keys, Aaliyah. I listen to Beyonce, but I'm not like a stan of Beyonce. Zayn, those people, whatever that is, that the rare little bit of country. I used to like Hunter Hayes. Wait, not Hunter Hayes. Is that his name? I don't think his name's Hunter Hayes. Hunter Hayes? Yeah, Hunter Hayes. I used to listen to him. I don't know if he still makes music, but like that's the Somerset. If you know the Somerset, they have that song Chelsea and Love Like This. That, and then the Ready Set. He Is We. And I liked Skillet a lot. I didn't know they were a Christian rock group. I wouldn't have gotten that impression. But now when I listen to the lyrics, I'm like, oh, they are a Christian rock group. I don't care though, because like even if I'm not religious, I don't care if people mention God in a song. Like, oh, whoa. Wow, it's really raining. But yeah, I like those type of people. So whatever you would categorize that. What's your favorite variety show / interviewer? I guess Running Man is the one I enjoy consistently the most. Like there's not an episode where I'm like, so far, where I'm like, that was kind of boring. Variety show. Well, I guess that would imply not like their own variety show, like a more, like where people go on. I like after mom / dad falls asleep. I like the Mafia Dance. I like Mafia Dance. Does that count? Is that like what? I think that's what they mean. Do you like K-hip-hop / K-R&B? That's where it's like, I don't know what would be considered that. Like, does Taeyong count as K-R&B? I feel like his songs are kind of R&B. Like, is Crush R&B? I'm bad at differentiating. I'm gonna say no, I don't, because I don't know. Let me look up the artist. Okay, I'm going off of what I looked up. These are the people that are listed: J Park, BY, Chungmo, Gary Boy, Psyche, P1, PH1, Zico. Like all these names. So I guess Zico would count. Is Zico K-R&B? This is K-hip-hop. Is Zico K-hip-hop? Is he? I think that's a stretch. I guess if he counts, I love Zico. He's actually one of my favorite rappers. Well, I guess he's a rapper, so he would, I guess, automatically go under hip-hop. I don't know. But Zico and Gary Boy, those are the two I've listened to. Gecko, I know him. Tiger JK, okay, I know some of his songs. Jesse, I don't listen to any of these people, really, but I know them. Like, I've at least hear them featured on stuff. And I guess, what's K-R&B count as? Who's K-R&B? Oh, okay, so Dean and Crush. Eric Nam? Eric Nam counts? Eric Nam is not R&B. I'm so sorry, but he is not. He's not. Is he? He's not. He's like a Shawn Mendes. And Shawn Mendes is not R&B. I don't count him. He doesn't count. But I do listen to him. But Dean and Crush, those are the two I listen to. Not all the time, but consistently. And one of my favorite songs is Bermuda Triangle, which is Zico, Dean, and Crush. So, like, that's one of my favorite K-pop songs ever. Well, I guess it's not K-pop. But yeah, those are who I like out of them. All right. And would I react to them? Or, yeah. Oh, are you thinking about getting into it? I wouldn't react to it because I just know, I can kind of tell what my audience would watch. And I know most of them would probably not, like, most wouldn't watch it. So, I mean, if you want to suggest some, I'll listen to it on my own. Like, I've done that with Crush and Dean. Like, I just listen to them on my own. Because, yeah. Is there any group or solo artist you've unstand stopped supporting? I guess Seungri from Big Bang, at least right now. I'm kind of confused about him. And then someone was like, why are you confused? What's there to be confused about? I just want to see everything play out. Because I've seen many cases where it would kind of unfold differently than what, like, it would come out differently than what's going on at the moment. So I'm just being quiet about it. I've been quiet about it, and I'm just gonna kind of watch Big Bang. I don't want to unsupport Big Bang because of one person, but I know some people would, and that's totally cool. For me, I would just support Big Bang unless something comes out about them also being involved in stuff. But it's been a few years already, like 2 years, and nothing's come out about the other boys or other men. So I don't wanna, like, I'm guessing they're not involved because they would definitely be, something would have come out about that at this point. So I guess Seungri, but I've never really supported Seungri anyways because by the time I got into K-pop, I listened to Big Bang, but I wasn't like a huge fan of Big Bang besides Taeyong and GD. Those are the two I liked and supported their music. Daesung, I became biased from him when I got into the group, like knowing their personalities. And then Top's Top. Like I like Top a lot, but he's not my bias or anything, but I really like him. So I guess Seungri, but I never really supported. I didn't know him. He was the one member. I thought Big Bang was 4 members. I didn't know Seungri was even in the group. No offense to him. So just him. Like I don't know. And I never stopped supporting anyone because I still listen to Justin Bieber, even though like I'll kind of like stop agreeing with them and stop watching some stuff they're in, but I'll usually still listen to the music. So like Justin Bieber, he's kind of pissed me off a bit, but I still have like that, oh, he was like an artist I really loved as a child, and he hasn't done anything to where I'm like hating him. It's more like I'll listen to his music when it comes out. If I like it, I'll add it to playlist. If not, oh well. I like Camila Cabello, even though she's done some questionable things, but I'll still listen to her music. I rarely stop unless they like commit a disgusting crime, like R-word someone or something, or murder someone, which hasn't happened to anyone I like. I don't usually, in general, stop supporting. I'll like slowly fade out maybe from them, but like Louis Tomlinson, he hasn't done anything wrong, but I just didn't really like the music he released, so I just kind of was like, okay, well, I like One Direction, but Louis, you're just, until you release something else, I'm kind of just chilling here. But yeah, that's about it. And those weren't even K-pop groups. I've been in K-pop for 3 years, and I haven't had a group where I don't support them anymore. Because if something happens, it's usually one member, and I've never stopped liking a group or a show or a movie or anything because of one person, because I don't think it's fair to everyone else personally. But yeah, what do you think about cultural appropriation in K-pop? Do you think companies actually care? Companies don't care. They do not care at all. Or just release an apology because people are upset and keep doing it. I think maybe it's me hoping. I think the artists care. I think the companies don't. And I know a lot of people, this is where it gets questionable. I know a lot of people think, I'm getting really oily, so I'm just gonna beauty myself up. I think a lot of people really think artists have some control in some stuff. So there's the ones who think that they have no control whatsoever, they have no options or anything. And then there's people who think they have all the freedom in the world. I think it's somewhere in the middle. I think rookie artists have no control. I really do. And I'm in that K-pop game, you know. I've seen those videos of people who've left K-pop groups and talk about it and do Q&As and stuff. And they've said, like, as a rookie, you have no control. Like, even in a big company, I think big companies are worse. Like, I think they're a little bit even, because I've seen small companies reply very quickly because that's damage control. Big companies care less, I think. But then there's those small companies who just abuse their artists and stuff. So, but I think big companies respond better and quicker, I've noticed. And I think JYP, one of the worst companies in the world. Like, JYP, the company, I don't know if it's him, they don't care. But they reply usually, but it's so late. And then it's like, what's the point now? You've already lost it, like, you know? And then there's YG, who are those silent people who just won't say anything, referencing Treasure Map right now, which I didn't speak about because I just felt like what's there to say? Like, nothing's happened, nothing will happen, like, they don't care. But that's where the rookie thing comes in. I think Treasure, they're young and they're in a big company, and it's YG. So they don't even have their own Instagrams or anything right now. So I really don't think, like, especially in the situation it was, which, by the way, I found out after I reacted to the episode, and it was cut out, so I didn't even know it happened until I went onto Twitter and saw after I watched it. So I was like, okay, well, okay. But yeah, when they apologize, if they do, it's bare minimum. And then a company like YG, they'll do it again, so they don't care. They don't care. There are artists who, should I name them? I'm gonna name them. I'm gonna name drop. There's artists who have apologized repeatedly and haven't done it since then. So, like Chan from Stray Kids. Now, I'm not saying accept his apology or anything, but I'm saying he has apologized because something happened. And I felt this one was kind of weird. Let me know what you guys think. He danced to This Is America, but like, I forgot I don't want to word it wrong and do it wrong, but like, maybe I'll insert the clip, maybe not, I don't know. He danced to This Is America, but like in a humorous way, I think it was, and people were mad about that. Wow, it's really raining out there. But I feel like that one's a little questionable because but then it's like one of those things where it's like, just because someone else did it doesn't mean it's right. But so many K-pop artists have danced to that song in a more humorous way, because I didn't even know that song was like, I mean, I knew it was This Is America, like, I knew it was like kind of a deep song, but I kind of felt like it was more, because it became a little bit of a meme, and people will say it wasn't a meme, but it definitely became a bit of a meme. Or is a meme the right word? It became a little trendy, like there was that dance to it, and I just felt like that one was kind of questionable to really, but you know, everyone has a right to be offended, but I don't blame him too much for that one, because it became a bit of a meme. A lot of groups were dancing to it. It was also from like 2018, I think. So, I mean, it's not wrong to bring it up. Like, go ahead, do that. But I'm pretty sure he already apologized for that. But then he did again. And it was a bit of a shorter, quicker one. So people were mad. But I think some of those people didn't know it was already apologized for. So that wasn't cultural appropriation, but it was like offensive. So I brought that one up. The hair and everything, I don't think they have much control over that. But I do think older groups do. I think newer groups, I think also some idols may just be afraid to speak up because they're in a questionable position, and some of them are like 16, and I don't know. That's where I think it becomes personal morals, where I don't like it, and I do sometimes call it out. Like if I see it, I'll go, oof, let's not do that, sweetie. Let's not do that hair. But one, I'm not black. Two, I'm Hispanic, but it's where like you don't really, it's not the same, you know. So like most of the time it's like cultural appropriation from like black people or like indigenous people, stuff like that, you know, like certain hairstyles or cultures that aren't mine. So I don't want to speak too much on it. I'll bring it up, ask you guys about it, get the feedback from like, oh, is this offensive? But I do think they don't have much control over it. I also try not to speak on it too much because every group has basically done something offensive, and I always hate when people are like, oh, NCT Dream did this, but then I'm looking at their profile and they're standing like Big Bang or BTS or I don't know, like what's another group that's done something? I don't know, like every group has done something at some point, and it's a little hypocritical. So if you're going to call out someone else, you should definitely hold your own artist accountable, or just shut up, basically, because unless you've held them accountable, I don't think you're in the right to call someone out if you are standing a group who's done just as much or even more, or, you know, like, you gotta be fair on all ends. So every group I like has probably, I think majority of them have done something, and I don't think it's fair for me to call it out too much if I'm standing a group that's done something like that, you know? People will say they do, but I just really don't. I think it's, they can maybe have control, but it would be that really awkward or hesitant. It's also the culture difference. Like in Korea, the people doing their hair and stuff are technically like above them in a way. Like they're the ones doing their hair, and they're usually older. So I feel like I just don't think they, if they can't speak up, I don't think they would, because it's awkward. It's an uncomfortable position, and then so it's bad. To answer the question, what do you think about cultural appropriation in K-pop? It's bad. Will it change? Probably not. I mean, how many years has it been since I've been in K-pop? And then before that, like, nothing's changed. They apologize, but then they do it again. I'm not the groups. It's usually the company. Sometimes the groups haven't done it since the apologies, so that's good. But yeah, anyways, that's the answer. Which group has the best discography? iKON. Who else? iKON, 100%. Stan iKON. They have no skips. I have not skipped a single iKON song, and maybe Love Scenario. I've skipped Love Scenario, but that's just because I'm tired of it, and I don't really think it's their best song, and I feel anger towards Love Scenario because it's such a popular song, but it's the only song they're known for. But they have better songs, they do, and I want people to know that. Stan iKON. Stan them. iKON, and then for a girl group, I like a lot of recent girl groups, so it's like not as much discography. I would say Girls' Generation, because there's not been a bad album. So for Twice, they don't have a bad album, but there's usually there's like one of the, I forgot which album it is, but one of the albums I'm like about. Oh shoot, it scared the crap out of me. But Girls' Generation for girl group, and then iKON for boy group. Which variety show from any idol do you enjoy the most? Treasure Map. I'm going to try to do one for each girl and boy group. Treasure Map, and I've only watched 2 episodes, but I really like Dreamcatcher Mind. That was really good. But I guess I want to say Time to Twice, but I wouldn't be very honest if I said that, because there's been some series in the show that I was like about. So what's a girl group variety show that I like? I guess Dreamcatcher Mind, but because a lot of girl groups I watch, they don't have that many, like, I feel like, is it just me, or do girl groups not have that many shows? Wow, it's really raining out there. What's going on? And my grandma's driving from Georgia, so I feel a little on edge right now because they're a couple hours away. Can you list your fav and alt groups and soloists? Jesus, what the? It was not raining earlier. It was sunny. I'm kind of scared. Okay, let's see when the lights go out. I've done this before, but I'm gonna go off the top of my head because when I think about it, I think my list is different. But I did like my K-pop biases and stuff, I don't know where it is on my channel, but it's probably under a Q&A or something. But off the top of my head, alt groups are BTS, iKON, I love iKON, stan iKON, 17. I'm not going to do a certain number, I'm just going to list them. BTS, iKON, 17, Twice, Girls' Generation, SHINee, Stray Kids. You know what? I'm gonna add Luna up there. I'm gonna add Luna. They've been added. It's happened. I want to add Red Velvet, but because it's been quite a while since we got something, I'm sure they're gonna be back up there. But I'm gonna take them off real quick. Just take them off for a second until we get come back. NCT and did I say it? I said iKON. Did I say Monsta X? Monsta X? Add Monsta X if I didn't. That's off the top of my head. I feel like someone's missing. Did I say 17? I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did. I would do that. That's off the top of my head. I don't have that many girl groups right now, but it's because I'm trying to finish a lot of girl groups' discographies, and I want to finish and then get the overall view. But I'm sure Oh My Girl would be on there. Red Velvet technically are on there. I would just add them. Just add them. They're queens. Let's add them. Yeah. I feel like I want to add someone else, but I don't know. Are you going to react to the rest of Trillion and Dream episodes? Yes, I will. Don't worry. I actually have one recorded. I don't know if it's up by the time this is up, but yeah. Who do you think is the biggest underdog in GOT7? Oh my god. It's Youngjae. Stop sleeping on him. Stop. I'm smiling out of frustration. He's in So Not Worth It, and he's still, I feel like he doesn't get the recognition. He is the best. He's not in JYP right now, but he's definitely the best vocalist in JYP. I don't make the rules. Boy and girl, best vocalist in JYP. And I think it's, like I said in another reaction, it's because he wasn't trained under JYP. Him and Jay and Jiho, those three. Best vocalist. And then Yugyeom. I feel like Yugyeom's solo album didn't get as much recognition as Bam Bam's did, and Bam Bam's amazing, but he has that fandom that's like core fandom. He's like a king in Thailand. Him and Lisa, they're king and queen. So I'm gonna put Yugyeom and Youngjae. What's your favorite thing about GOT7? Cliche, but I would say the personalities. Their music was never my favorite discography, because as much as I loved a lot of the songs, there was like almost equally as many songs as that I didn't care much for. But I would always say like GOT7, they weren't in my alt list, but that's mainly for the discography. Like, I think if they just did all their music themselves, their discography would be, but I mean, there were some songs they produced that I didn't love. Like I said, in Bam Bam's album, I was surprised at how much I liked it, because a lot of the songs he worked on in GOT7 were like my least favorite songs. But I would say their personalities and their friendship, because I like how much they're supporting each other during their solo stuff. I think that's really cool. I also love that they left all together. That's alt king energy. That's alt BFF energy. We love it. They're a family. So yeah, those few things. But personalities, I think they have a good mixture of personality. Ultimate girl group and boy group. Cliche answers, but I'm gonna say them. I'm a basic bitch. Actually, I'm gonna throw a curveball, because you're probably gonna think I'm gonna say Twice. And I feel deep inside probably Twice. But if we're mixing in their solo work and group work and everything, Girls' Generation, and then the cliche BTS. I'm sorry, I'm basic. Leave me alone. BTS is a lot about the emotional connection, because I came at a time where I was sad and they made me happy, and I went to their concerts and stuff. So if COVID didn't happen, I would have probably gone to so many concerts of these other groups, and then maybe I would have that like connection there. But you know, ultimate female and male soloist, does it count if they're in a group? Female soloist, I don't listen to that many female soloists. Like, I have random songs from female soloists, but I'm not like a Chungha stan, or like a Sunmi stan. Sunmi's kind of getting there, but I guess Soyeon from Idol. I want to say Taeyeon, but I need to listen to rest of her discography, because the first two albums I listened to or the second and third album, because I liked the first one, were a bit but I said like it's probably gonna get better, like, so once we get there, maybe. Male, Zico. I like Zico. Zico and Suga from BTS, Yoongi, Augusti, whatever. Favorite title track of all time, Ua Ua by Twice. Is that true? Is that true? Is that true? Do I feel that way? I guess so. Like, it's the one that's on, like, out of every year, it's always on my, like, most replayed. I guess, Replay. Replay and Ua Ua, which are both debuts, and also Ua Ua by Twice and Replay by SHINee. Yeah, because I have to do a boy and girl group. Because I feel like it's not fair. I feel like most of my answers will not probably be guy groups, and I don't want to. I want to make it even. So, is that true though? I love Hello Future by NCT Dream, but does it have the longevity? Like, Ua Ua was my first Twice song that I've heard from Twice, that I can think of at least. And it's been years, and I still listen to that one. It's been like 3 years, and I still listen to it. So I think the longevity of it works. Replay by SHINee, never skip it, because sometimes I'll skip a song that I really like if I just don't feel like it. But I always feel like it. Like, it'll play and I'll be like, wait, actually, let me listen to this. Let me listen to it. So probably those two. These are off the top of my head, so I feel like they're not true. I think I Know I Love You by... It's happening, guys. Favorite B-sides? Shoot. We cannot answer this. We're not going to answer it. It's not going to work. This has been answered in my K-pop group list. I made like a list of this answer basically. So on one of my Q&As, I went through every group by stan and I listed my favorite B-sides. I guess top 5 at the exact moment as of right now. Probably Rainbow by NCT Dream. Baby Blue Love by Twice. This is so hard. Friends by BTS. This is not accurate at all, but we're just going with it, guys. We're just going with it. Amnesia by Kai. And I really like Paint Me Naked by 10 right now, but that's not a B-side, but we're just gonna go with it because he doesn't have an album or anything. It's just a single, so I'm gonna add that. Rookie group you're looking most forward to: Purple Kiss. Group that you think are worth standing for. So, like, cliches aside, such as BTS and Twice and like the big groups, we're gonna ignore those ones because I feel like even 17, I won't count them. Well, I'll add 17, but I'm gonna do a different group. So 17, I think, are worth it. I think most people are scared of the number of members, and I get it. I totally get it. But I do think they're worth that because I felt that way with NCT. But it just watch Going 17, and I swear you're gonna remember their faces. I think that's the issue, is people are scared because of 13 members. I totally get it. It took me forever to tell Wonwoo and Mingyu apart, and Dino, like them three. I think they were pretty, I was like, besides them three, I learned the names and everyone's faces pretty fast. I think unlike the boys, who they're all like similar height, they had like a lot of similar hair at their debut and everything. I think 17 you learn way faster than you would think. But besides them, so for like a more smaller group, I'm biggest iconic here. Icon. I swear, guys. Please, just come here. Listen to me. It's worth it. I will say hesitant because of Hanbin. I feel, but this makes me feel like I'm saying I'm not, like, Icon's not worth it because Hanbin's not in it anymore. But because there's so much content and like 50 plus songs that he's in, it's worth it. So like, I can't say if they're worth it right now because they don't have any new music besides like their mini album that was like right after Hanbin left, which was, it wasn't too promising. Those are probably some of my least favorite Icon songs, but it was a rough time, guys. Like, and Flower was good. I just think Icon TV is amazing. Their story is amazing. The members are amazing. I'm mad because I want them to do solo stuff so bad, but so they're worth it, but you're gonna be hurt a lot. You need to watch their debut show, which is gonna be sad. I think you need to go on the journey, and it'll be worth it because you're gonna get attached. You're gonna feel things, and everyone's so talented. They're such a unique group. I think they're a group you learn very quickly. Watch Icon TV. Watch Win. Watch Mix and Match. Watch everything. I watched Icon's the group where I watched everything they're in. I'm a little slow with I Log You right now, but I watched every single thing, and I feel like that's kind of hard to do for a lot of groups. But yeah, I watched every single thing. I was scrounging the internet for more because I was like, I need more shows from them. It was so hard. I watched all their appearances on everything. I was late to Running Man, but we did it on Patreon. Like, they're so addicting. You want more. And I think they're getting a new show right now, which we'll probably react to, but Icon, worth it. Idols that never fail to amaze you, talent or personality. Taeyong from BTS. These are basically just my biases. Chaeyoung from Twice. Like, oh, Chewie from Twice. I don't know if this counts because it's not that her talent never failed to amaze me, because this is gonna sound so freaking mean. I was surprised at her talent. Does that sound mean? I was so shocked at their Perfect World album. I would say her growth. This isn't the question though, so I guess Chewie's a little different, but Solar from Mamamoo. Oh, Hwasa from Mamamoo very surprised me, but it's kind of like the same thing where it's like I just didn't know she could do that. So never failing to amaze me is definitely Taeyong from BTS, but it's because he's kind of subjected to not doing too much because he has a very interesting, unique voice that doesn't work with a lot of BTS songs. So when he releases solo stuff, I'm always shocked. Hyunjin from Stray Kids, his dancing always shocks me. Mina's dancing shocks me a lot in Twice. Sugi from Red Velvet, she's that girl. I would say, oh, Minghao, V8 from 17. He's the number one, I think. His dancing, because he's trying so many different things that I think even it shocks him. Like his new dancing stuff that he's doing where he's exploring other genres. Like Side by Side is so different from like, what's the song? Fall Again? The contemporary song he did. Not even last year. I think it was 2 years ago. No, I think it was last year. I think it was last summer. These are all off the top of my head, so I feel a little on edge. Jinhwan from iKON. Yeah, him. And then Bobby from iKON. Like, those groups, those members. Oh, Namjoon from BTS, because kind of like Taeyong, but like a little different. Namjoon, BTS are doing different styles, so you're Namjoon kind of goes in the back a little bit now. I feel like Yoongi's kind of taken that front position sometimes. And then his mixtape, his mono mixtape, not his RM mixtape, isn't the style that like shows just how good he is at rapping. So when he does like a rap kind of like in Dang or something, I'm like, oh shoot, yeah, king, love it. Changbin from Stray Kids as well, his rapping. I feel like I'm missing people. Momo from Twice. Her talent, love it. The most beautiful male and female idol. Oh wait, 10 years from now, do you still see yourself as a K-pop stan? What group do you think you'll stan 10 years after? This is where it goes to like that other question where I don't understand, or like, because I liked One Direction since like 2011, 2012, and I still listen to them. I like them. Their CDs are here. Like, they're still here. Selena Gomez, I've always supported her. I've always loved her. I got her like makeup and everything like since I was like 8 and I'm 22. So I don't unstan. Avril Lavigne, I've taken like a little like pause from her because I was into K-pop and stuff, but I still go back to her. Taylor Swift. See, I don't replace. That's when people like unstan groups. I can't relate to that because I've never unstanned anything. I may take a like pause, but even then in the back of my mind I'll still think about that thing. Avatar, I've liked Avatar Last Airbender since I was 10. 10. When did it come out? 2006. Maybe I was eight or 9. I love that show. Still love that show. Never stopped. Brats. They did some makeup. Got their makeup. Like, I don't unlike anything. I just add on. My brain can handle a lot of things, I guess. But yeah, I will definitely see myself standing probably every group. I think BTS is probably the one I will like remember like when I'm like 80 the most, just because their impact was a little bit bigger. Them and 17 probably. I'll probably show my children twice. We'll learn the dances. It'll be fun. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll like everyone. Maybe I'll like take some songs off the playlist a bit more. I probably won't like listen to GOT7 forever, like I guess a group like that. But that's just because their music was more like they had to like force some songs that they put themselves on there. So like the people who have like really emotional songs will stick with me more. So like Stray Kids and like BTS and Purple Kiss, like those groups, and Girls' Generation, like I don't know, I think they'll stick with me a lot. Shiny, definitely Shiny. Their story is a bit different, as you know, so they're definitely gonna hold on to my heart the most. But yeah, them groups. Monsta X, definitely. Kyun, he's my baby. The most beautiful male and female idol to you. I've actually listed them before. Number 1 male idol. I'm sorry, he's my old bias. Okay, Taeyong from BTS. Female idol, you would think I'll say Chaeyoung, but I'm just in love with her, so it doesn't count. If I'm being more like, I would say, whose beauty shocks me all the time. There's someone I'm thinking about in my head. Who's like always shocking me when I look at her? Who is it? There's someone in my head right now. I listed all these beautiful idols. Eve from Luna. Yeah. Yes, her. And Jinsoul. Jinsoul's the one that shocks me because I'm just like, gosh, your beauty is so shocking. But Eve is like, I love her so much. I really wanted to put Win from NCT. I feel like he's like next level gorgeous. But sometimes he gets some trashy haircuts where I'm like, why y'all do him that way? Taeyong, so I guess that's where Taeyong to me is a little bit above Winwin. Because like, even if like Taeyong has like a bad haircut, he somehow makes that work. And I think it's because of his beauty. Winwin, I'm not saying he's ugly when he has these haircuts, but like, I'm just like, it makes me mad. I don't get too mad if Taeyong has a bad haircut or something, because I'm like, you still look really good. I really wanted to have Joshua too, but you know, we gotta not be picky here. We gotta make it work. And I wanted to have Taeyong from SF9 because that man is gorgeous. I love him. Okay. Hottest. Oh shoot. Okay. Hottest male and female idol. This is where we get juicy. Sugi? No. Sugi? I don't know. Soojin from Idol. She's not in the group anymore, but she's smoking hot. She's gorgeous. I didn't know there was a different. I didn't know we were gonna. Dang. I didn't know this was gonna. Okay. And then so Soojin, she's not in the group anymore, but I don't care. We have to have some time, you know. We got to process that. So, and then male idol. See, it's hard for me to think about that because I don't like hot guys. It doesn't work that way for me. Like, so people will be like, Jeno from NCT is hot, but I'm just like, is he hot? I guess he's handsome. Lucas. I'll say Lucas. Lucas from NCT. What is hot? So like, I don't know why I can't. When I look at a girl, I can say, oh, she's hot. But it doesn't work for a guy. Is that called being gay? Is that what it is? It is. I really want to say Taeyong from SF9. I guess he would be under hot. But he's really cute. But that one performance from Kingdom. Yeah, he's hot. Taeyong from SF9 and Soojin from Idol. Hottest male and female idol. Your alt girl group and alt boy group had the same day concert with the same time. What would you do? So I guess I'll always choose a BTS concert over anything else because to me that was always my favorite concert. And then Jin's probably like in this scenario, Jin would probably be enlisting soon because he is technically enlisting soon. So like let's say it was next year, I wouldn't want to take like because a girl group never has to enlist. So I'm always, even in any scenario, any group, if it wasn't even BTS, I'll always pick a guy group because someone's probably gonna enlist soon, and I don't want to ever want to risk that. Like I could always pick a different concert day or something for a girl group. So, or like most likely be able to. Because you're never going to know if they're going to disband or not. Like, I guess you can always assume, oh, it's been almost 7 years. Maybe I should choose the girl group. But I'll probably always choose the guy group just because I know the possibility of enlistment is near. Do you ship girl group and boy group idol? I actually have. It was Soyoung and Minho. So, but it was like just because of a situation. Oh, and then Sungjae and Joy. I shipped them. They're married. We're watching them on We Got Married. I ship them very hard, and I think they're married right now. Just saying. Not really, but yeah. And then Soyoung and Minho, Girls' Generation were on Running Man, and Minho was he like randomly appeared, and they didn't know he was coming, I guess. And there was a cute Soyoung and Minho interaction where she like begged him to not tag her or whatever, or take her name tag. That was cute. And then Yuri from Red Velvet and Hong Suk from Pentagon, they have a K-drama right now, and I'm about to react to it if it doesn't stop raining. And I thought their interactions were really, really cute, so I guess I ship them. Do you support Hoshi's Tiger agenda? Always, of course. Always. I support anything Hoshi does. Favorite K-pop album this year? I've listed them, and at the end of the year, I always list my favorite songs and albums. Right now, I guess off the top of my head, I would say Oh My Girl's album and ITZY's album. Do I remember the names of them? Definitely not. But like their albums, I think they're right there. It's not Dun Dun Dance. Dang it! I can't read it. It's too far. Wait, is it? It's Dun Dun Dance. Yeah, it's Dun Dun Dance. I'm stupid. The Dun Dun Dance album and ITZY's Mafia album. What's the name of your albums, girls? I can't read it because it's really thin. But those two albums off the top of my head, I will list those. And Victon's Future Is Now album. Like them three. Don't ask me to pick one. It's not gonna work. How many albums do you own in total? Should we count them? Let's want to count these. Oh, my room's messy. Can you see them? Probably not. Do these count? We're just going to count everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, where were we at? Oh, shoot. 133? Help me, guys. 134, 135, 36, 37, 38, 39. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 204, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 174, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 362, or was it 462? Either way, that's a lot. I might need therapy. I don't see, like, some people think that's bad. I don't care. Like, if something makes me happy and I'm spending money, but I get something like I like in return and it's my money, it's not like bad money, I don't really care. Like, it doesn't bother me when I see people do like hauls or like, oh, this person has way too many shoes or something. If shoes makes them happy, go ahead. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll be like, why are you buying all those shoes? Shoes are stupid. But then I'm like, dang, but I buy a lot of albums now. Shoes cost like $200, like those fancy shoes. So that's ridiculous. If they have like 300 shoes that are $200 versus 300 albums that are like $20. But like, you do you. I don't really care if you have like 300 shoes. So I don't think it matters if I have 300 albums. So yeah, that's a lot. Who do you really want to see in concert live one day? Twice. I want to see Twice. I just want to see them. Was there a group you didn't know you didn't expect to get into, but they ended up blowing you away? If so, what group? Twice. I didn't. I went in with a bad impression though. Like, I went in with the impression of like, I didn't like a lot of their title tracks, and then, well, I thought they were catchy, but I wasn't like, I really want to get into them. And then even like their first couple albums I reacted to, I was like, okay. But then those songs grew on me. So Twice is a grower of a group. Like, I grew to like really love them. They're a progressive group like that. And Victon. Victon, I fell hard for them, and I'm very mad that Seungwoo enlisted when I got into them, but it's okay, it's okay. Are there any groups you wanted to look into, just haven't gotten around to it yet? People keep telling me to do Weekly and like P1 Harmony, and those two intrigue me a lot. And ONF or something. So those are on my list, and I'm still wanting to get more into SF9. Like, I'm kind of, yeah. Which idol do you think you relate to the most? Mina. Mina from Twice. I could definitely marry her. Like, I always joke about marrying Chaeyoung. I don't know if we like were, but like Mina. I 100% relate to her. Like, she's, yes. I love your reactions. I've been watching your videos since you got into NCT on your old channel. Oh, that channel. Oh, NCT. NCT has the worst fandom ever. I think even the fandom agrees. Oh, I almost stopped NCT because I'm getting PTSD. So thank you for being there since that, because I definitely struggled with NCT a lot, and yeah. But I think they were worth it in the end. Like, all the comments, really, like, that's why I don't look at comments, it's because of NCT, like that trauma of that, especially on my old channel. But I've changed on this channel. I've become more tame. So if you think I'm a little mean, I was more blunt back then. I still try to be pretty blunt though. Any unpopular opinions on your top 5 favorite groups? I can't tell what's unpopular versus popular. So like, I would say my unpopular opinion might be a popular one for BTS, but I'm gonna go with it. Their music is right now. The English songs are but I think that's a pretty popular opinion. It just gets you a lot of hate. So there's that. I also think Taehyung's the best vocalist in BTS. I know I'm biased, but that's because of that reason. Like, he's my bias because I love his voice so much. And people would probably say Jimin or like Jungkook is like, I literally think Taehyung has the most range. Like, I think he is literally the best singer of the group. But like, I support Jungkook being the main vocalist. It makes sense. And I also support like Jimin's voice. But Jimin's not very stable, which is also probably an opinion that I shouldn't have for BTS, but I do. For iKON, I would say, see, these are opinions. They said my opinion. So I think Jay has a better voice than June. And I also think, oh, this one's controversial. I'm going to say it. Chenu being in the group doesn't change the group much. Like, if he was or wasn't in the group, it wouldn't change the group much. That's not really a bad thing. It's not against him. It's just like, he's so in the back. Like, at least Song pushes himself in the front. So some people may say Song's not necessary, but he makes himself almost necessary. And that's what I really like about Song. Chenu is very chill. So his vibe, and then he's not a main dancer or a main vocalist. So his vibe in the group is very like unnecessary, but that also works because it doesn't, him being in the group doesn't even change the group much. So that's my opinion on that. I think Monster X's music is better now, but I think they would be even bigger right now if Wonho was in the group. Like, people are saying Monster X are their most successful right now. While that's technically true, I think they would be even bigger right now if Wonho was still in the group. And that's kind of why I'm more lenient with Monster X right now. Like, I'm just like vibing. I'm just like Twice. I think I don't like I hope a lot of people don't watch this video. I don't love the area we're going with Twice. I don't want them to be a girl crush group, and they're kind of becoming that. Not with their recent album, but with Eyes Wide Open. So I really liked Eyes Wide Open, but I hope they go back to cute. Like, I really hope they do. They're doing fine right now, but I hope they go back to cute. Who's another bias group? NCT. I think, what's an unpopular opinion? But it's so hard to tell if this is popular or not, but I think WayV's the best unit. I think even though I love NCT Dream's recent album and it's their best album, I still think WayV has the best discography. So I feel like a lot of people think it's either Dream or 127 or U, but U is kind of weird, so whatever. I think WayV has the best, but I've always said that, so I also think that I I I I don't know. Never mind. That's not true. Well, I think Winwin's probably one of their best dancers, but I don't know if that's really unpopular. Like, I think he could surpass, like, if he, I feel like he's holding back, and I feel like he could surpass 10. Like, I think they're on the same level, but I think 10 just shows more of it. So I think they're on the same level. I think so. What's your favorite variety show to watch? Running Man is my favorite. I would agree. Probably Running Man. Running Man, or after mom falls asleep. Will you be watching Girls Planet 9999999? I know. I almost didn't watch Island. I watched Island for Tucky, and because they were going to debut. I don't regret watching it, but I didn't like how it was. And if Girls Planet 999, is that the female version of Island? I forgot that show even was going to happen. Like, honestly, I don't know. I only know what it is because just before I did this question thing, I saw it. So yeah, I probably not, never, maybe whenever. Like, I'm probably not going to react to it. Do you think ITZY have a weak discography? So, like, I don't think that's a thing, really. I don't think you can have a weak discography, but I think if they didn't have their recent album, I would say yes. For me, though, like, it's weak for me. Like, I listened to it, but I wasn't thriving with it. I think if they're a group where I want them to stay Girl Crush, basically. Like, I'm like, please stay in that category of their recent album. Guess Who? It was called Guess Who. They're having a full-length album right now, so we'll see. That question may change from that, like, whatever that is. Do you think Twice will renew? Ooh, are they about to end? Is 2000 next year, right? Is next year? Oh shoot. Oh my god, I didn't get to see them live. I really don't think they will. Well, they haven't given me, like, GOT7, we all knew. Like, everyone knew. Everyone in the fandom knew. But I think they're a hard one, because GOT7 have, like, verbally stated, like, many times about the issues they've had. Twice have, but it's for, like, I think it could be like a G-Friend thing where they're like, we're gonna come back. Like, some people are gonna renew and some people aren't. And they'll be like, but we're still a group. But then they never, like, do anything. So it could be, I think it'll probably go in that situation, sadly. I think some of them have probably wanted to do some solo stuff and they haven't gotten to. And I think that's where it lies. So I guess if their meeting goes well and they're, like, asking for things they want and they say yes, they probably will, because I feel like JYP didn't care about GOT7. So I think GOT7 were asking for some things, but JYP didn't care enough to renew them. But Twice are their biggest profit right now. Twice and probably Stray Kids. And maybe ITZY. I don't know about ITZY because they're kind of newer. But I think Twice and maybe, like, Stray Kids right now are like biggest things. So they've been doing a lot with Twice. So I think if Twice ask for something, like, if they're willing to stay, if they get something in return, they will definitely say yes to Twice. They will. So if they do that, I think they'll stay. But if they are adamant about, like, I don't want to stay, then I don't think they will. I think some of them might. I think, like, Jiho might stay, or, like, Jiho and, like, Junghyun or something like that. Like, I think they might stay. But I think Chaeyoung and, like, Nayeon probably leave. Momo probably leave. I don't know. Favorite concept? Oh, I don't know what this means. Like Dreamcatcher? Like, their like, rock concept? I like that. Like, if you mean, like, Girl Crush, cute, stuff like that, I'd say I'm right now I'm very cute. Like, I like cute right now. But I liked TXT's Chaos chapter, like, where they had, like, that icy vibe. I don't know if that's what you mean, but, like, I like that, like, the white look with the, like, ice and stuff. I thought that was cool, but then they didn't go with it. So I was kind of like, well, that's stupid. Why'd you have that concept and not make the music video like that? It was kind of annoying. But I guess, like, that, if you mean that. Or I like a lot of Stray Kids' concepts, but they're kind of getting overdone, so I'm glad I think we're going a different route right now, so that's cool. Do you care about war shows? Not at all. I don't watch them. I don't care about them. I don't care about awards. I think they're stupid. Like, because there's that thing with BTS where it's like they had to create new awards. But you can tell BTS don't care about awards anymore because they've gotten so many. And then there's people who are like, BTS shouldn't be allowed to participate in certain categories because they're definitely going to win. And like, I kind of agree with that, but that's kind of controversial. But then I'm like, but they deserve it. But then I'm like, if it's an automatic win, it doesn't mean anything. Like, even BTS seem like they know they're going to win it. Like, at this point, like, not in a like cocky way, but like, it's kind of like, they're on such a different level that I think they shouldn't even be allowed in them. But then I don't know. It's such a stupid thing. But I never liked award shows. I never really watched the VMAs or anything. When One Direction would perform on them, I would just record it and fast forward to when they performed. Now I just wait until it goes on YouTube or something. When it's like Mama and stuff, I don't stay up for it. I don't care. When people win things, I feel happy for them, but I don't, like, if they lose, I'm just like, oh, that's sad. And then move on. Like, I care when it means something to the group, but most of the time I wouldn't care. I also, a lot of the times, I like a lot of groups in the category, so no matter what, I'm going to feel happy if they win something. Which company is the worst? Besides, like, the obvious ones, like TS Entertainment and stuff, I would say Cube, especially right now. Cube, and Cube pisses me off. I can't get over it. Now, not only, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry, guys. I'm gonna cry. You're gonna think I'm stupid right now. Not only did they kick out, I told you guys I wouldn't cry over Soojin. It's because I was just reminded of, like, Edon, and that pisses me off so much. And the way they just, don't cry. Okay, yeah, dang, Cube hit me hard, man. I hate that company. They can die. I'm so mad about it. Okay, Cube, out of the three, I hate SM. I hate YG. I hate YG. SM, at least SM kept, like, Chanyeol and stuff. Hanbin. I have, like, resentment against YG. Like, I want YG's company to collapse because of Hanbin. Like, you mess with my favorite group. Why do I hold random things all the time? Oh, that made me so mad. I did react to Perfect World. It'll be coming out soon. It'll be out when this comes out. The first K-pop album you bought. So, like, I'm not gonna count BTS because I did a bulk buy. So the first K-pop album I bought that's not like BTS. Like, it was one album. It was I Am Who by Stray Kids, and I bought it in person. I bought it at FYE. That was the first album I bought. And then Present You by GOT7. And then I bought a lot of, like, Monsta X albums all at once. Like, I think that was the order, actually. That's probably the order of it. Oh, well, after I Am Who, I Am You came out, so I bought I Am You. And then I bought I Am Not. Like, a lot of Stray Kids albums were at FYE. I bought those. But I Am Who by Stray Kids. It's probably why it's still one of my favorite albums. How many albums do you have now? 364. I think it was around that number. Favorite idol dancer male? Jimin, Hyunjin, and Taemin. I can't pick one. Hello. And female, Momo, Sugi. Jesus fucking Christ. I almost died. Guys, save me. Why is it raining so hard? Oh my god, I hate it so much. And Soojin, I guess. Soojin. I can't think of it right now. All-time favorite K-pop song. Oh my god. Timeless. Oh, I can't even. Oh, I love this song so much. Timeless by NCT U and Stigma by BTS. It's Taeyong's solo song. Things you love. Oh, wait. Group you think is underrated? Boy and girl group. Purple Kiss, but they're not underrated because they just came out. But I guess besides Purple Kiss, I don't know. I like a lot of popular girl groups, so it's kind of hard to really generalize it. Dreamcatcher? But I think everyone says that. And One We. or Icon. People won't agree that they're underrated, but I think they are. I think they, because like I said, they would be way bigger right now if their situation didn't happen. So they're now underrated. Oh, and Monsta X, but are they underrated? Do you think they're underrated? Yeah. Favorite thing about K-pop, or like things you like about K-pop, the group dynamic. It's a bit about that, because sometimes things like bad happen, like AOA. But overall, a good thing is like they are. It's weird to say this, but I like that they're forced to live together because it creates a very genuine bond. Like, you're forced in this situation, but it creates a bond where most of the time they could probably at some point they can leave, but they still kind of choose to live together. A lot of groups. So the bond and friendship, it makes you more connected to the group. Things you dislike: sexualization of minors. Sexualizing, because not only with girl groups, but even with guy groups. Like, I say this about Treasures a lot, which some people disagree with. I don't like I love the song, but I think it's more the choreography. 1 minute, my mom's calling. She probably thinks I'm dying. It was my mom. Like I said, she's like, "Are you good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." I guess the power went out. We're at her job, but it went back. So, but things you dislike about K-pop, like I said, the sexualization. I also dislike. This kind of contradicts a lot about what I was saying. I kind of dislike. Well, this is different. I dislike the, what's it called, parasocial thing. I dislike that. I dislike how they treat us like a friend. So I kind of like it because it's nice, but it also builds this weird thing where it's like fans think they can talk to them the way their members talk to them. So like something with Haruto happened. I think Jungwoo would, like, the boys would call him like chopsticks or something, but then fans are calling him that, and that's very racist. So it's fine because they're friends and they're also Asian, but then it feels off when a fan calls him that, and especially because it's probably likely that the fan's not Asian, and even if they are, it's like a joke that only the friend, like, and I don't like that people are like, well, then they shouldn't call him that either. But it's different, and it's different. It shouldn't be like because you heard him call him that, now they're not allowed to call him that. Like, if he's fine with it, with his friends saying it, it's fine. But we're fans. We're not their friend. We know all about, or all that they show us about them. They don't know anything about us. So, one, don't stop sexualizing Haruto and stop calling him chopsticks. Thank you. What type of K-pop comeback you want to see next? I want cute. Can we get rid of retro? What would you do if you saw your alt bias at the store? Probably not talk to them. It depends. I probably wouldn't say anything. Like, probably not. I met someone, a YouTuber I like, at Ariana Grande's concert, but then I didn't, like, my mom had to force me to go up to her because I wouldn't do it. Like, I probably wouldn't say anything. If it was Chaeyoung, I'd probably come up to her because she's, like, not intimidating. But if it's like Taeyong, actually, I don't think I'd be scared of Taeyong. If it was like J-Hope or something, I don't know why, he kind of intimidates me. I think it's his, like, demeanor. I don't know. But he's not my alt bias, so I'd probably be okay with Taeyong and Chaeyoung. But, like, if it was someone else, like Sugi, I don't know why. I probably wouldn't say hi to Sugi. I don't know. Probably not. I'd probably take a weird picture of them. Do you plan on watching Girls' Generation Sooyoung's dramas and movies? So, even if I like an idol, if their dramas don't interest me, I don't watch them. Same goes with, like, any actor or anything, like, that I like. If I won't, just because they're in it, I won't watch it. Like, I won't automatically watch it. But it depends. I'd have to look at the description of it, and if I'm interested, I will probably watch it. Favorite soloist at the moment? I really like Sooyoung's recent comeback. Soyeon from Idol. I like her recent album. And Sungwoo from Victon. You have an opportunity to re-debut a disbanded group. Which group would you gonna debut? I don't know that many that are disbanded. Is G-Friend considered disbanded? Because I'll probably say G-Friend. I guess Girls' Generation, but they're not disbanded. Oh wait, 21. 21 are considered disbanded, right? 21. Definitely. 21. Your favorite comebacks so far? I like Luna's comeback. I really like Luna's. Hello Future from NCT Dream. I like Dio's from EXO. And ITZY's was a while ago, but I'd probably say ITZY's too. Like the ones I said earlier. But yeah, but like recently, Luna's. Taeyeon's Weekend. It's just a song, but I liked it. Yeah. So there's this group called Signature who have been around for a little while now, but the reason I'm bringing them up is because 2 of the members left the group. However, the group not only kept going, but they're adding 2 new members. How do you feel about members being replaced? Do you think it's good for the group, or do you think groups should continue with only the remaining members? I've never heard of that. I've heard of members being added, but I've never heard of them being replaced. What are some groups that have been replaced? Like members. Wow, that's weird. I would never do that. I don't like that. Want to know why? Because they're always going to be compared to the previous members. Even if you like the members, you're always going to be compared to the previous. So either it's going to insult the old idol if people like the new one, or it's going to be like people are going to insult the new idol. So like no matter what, it's going to be bad. Maybe it'll be fine with like in the group situation in general, but that person is always going to be compared, and they're always going to get hate. It doesn't matter if they get really popular or anything. Like Yuri, she has a lot of fans, but because she was added just a year later, she got so much hate. And to this day, people are like, is she necessary? Also, it kind of happened with Chano. Like I was just saying recently, like I don't think he contributes much to the group in general, but he also doesn't like take away from the group, so he's like fine. But like even watching the show where they would have been, I think they would have been fine without him. Like I don't think they needed a new member at all. But I even have that like little commentary on that, like no matter what, I can see the group without him, so it's almost like insulting to him. And I mean, I'm just being honest, but you know, like, but there's people who will be really mean to the new members. Even NCT, their concept is adding members, but no matter what, the new members, I think the fandom overall is pretty nice to them. But I guarantee there's mean people commenting on them, even though that's literally their concept. So being replaced, even just being added is bad. Being replacing someone leads to a lot of hate, and I don't care, but I feel bad for the idol being added, like the trainee is being added to the group. I just feel bad for them. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good at all. Oh, that's so sad. Ugh. Which group consistently does your favorite variety content? 17 and iKON. 17 and iKON. GOT7, but like sometimes the shows I didn't care much for, but they made it worth it. I would say BTS, but sometimes I still like everything. I like Twice. Sometimes they're a little awkward. Like I think they do better on their own, but sometimes their awkwardness is kind of charming, so that's cool. Which group without much content are you most looking forward to a comeback from? Purple Kiss for me. Same, Purple Kiss. Which idol would you say is the most talented overall idol right now? So like a all-rounder. Oh, I was just thinking about this recently. I think I said it in a reaction. Oh, Taeyong from NCT. Well, I guess, yeah, he's a good singer. Taeyong, maybe? I'm biased when I'm saying this. I know I'm biased when I'm saying this. I take full responsibility for my bias as I say this. Minghao from 17. Because he's a good rapper. Overall, like, I think he's a better singer, but, like, he's a good rapper. Oh, I think I said something like this. Who was it? Oh, yeah, Chaeyoung from Twice. But Minghao from 17, his voice for rapping and singing work amazingly. I think he raps better in Chinese because it makes sense. Like, it's faster. It's probably better in his own language. But his singing is amazing, and then his dancing. Yeah. Yeah. The 8, Minghao from 17. Yes. And then, I mean, okay, so one person, yeah, I'd probably say him. I feel like there was someone else. I think I was gonna say Momo, but no, because I'm overall talent. Oh. I would agree with Juhan. They said Juhan from Monsta X. I would agree with that. I feel like Felix from Stray Kids has potential, but they don't give him the opportunity to sing too much, so he hasn't really been able to build that. But I think if Minho from Stray Kids, he's great too. There's a lot of people actually, like if I'm really thinking about this. But if it's one person, the 8, Minghao from 17. I was gonna say Taeyong from BTS, but he's not a good rapper. So if we're talking all around rapping, singing, charisma, dancing, all of that, personality, humor, I'd probably go with the 8, Minghao from 17, because he has it all. He has the looks, he has the singing, the dancing, the personality, the rapping. He can do it all. I love that man. I'll die for him. But yeah, that is it for this video. This is a long one. I'll probably edit the... Oh wait, Hyunsuk. Dang, Hyunsuk from Treasure. He's really good too. I need more time with him. I need more time. I mean, I've had like 3 years, but I need a little more time with him. We're gonna stick with the 8. But yeah, that is it for this video. I'll probably edit out some of the stuff, the thunder and stuff. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!